Okay, welcome back, boys and girls, to the mathcenter.com. In the previous video, I've done question A, all right? And okay, I've done question A, and the balance that we found out is, I think you can check, you can look at the earlier video, we've done this, and we found out the balance is, hang on. Okay, before I forget, sometimes I just rattle off and I have to get corrected. Okay, we are the mathcenter.com people. Do give us a like, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. This series of promos that we do for short promos about our courses. All right, on our site, the mathcenter.com, you will find a lot of intense exam focused courses for IGCSE, accounting, maths, physics, for both IGCSE A levels, ASA2, even for A levels at Excel board, as well as Cambridge board and IB exam, and also for the maths. Okay, so do check us out, follow us on Facebook and YouTube, please. Okay, now in the earlier video, you will have seen, I think in this earlier video before this, that I've done this question, and the balance for this question was what was it, 4480. Okay, you can look at I think I talk a lot about this, and I carry to this video the second part because I like to talk about the bank right, the idea of a bank right. So here you've done this part, if you've done it correctly, you can look at the early video. The figures I've done were very simple. It was like 3420, just to recap very quickly, 350, 665, 45. Okay, very fast. This was bank charges. This was the balance brought down. We're dealing with an overdraft situation, a direct debit payment, and then you have to debit back a trade receivable because of a dishonored check. I talk a lot about the details of this in the previous video. Please go and check it out, okay? So what I like to recap is this. Now, so basically all of this, wait, hang on. I've learned to do this. I've learned that I could shift this. Yes, I could shift it elsewhere. Here you go. Okay. So now, people, I recap all this. Basically, what did we do? We took all those payments, all entries which are found in the bank statement and which we did not record in our bank book. So we recorded it. Okay. And then now we have a corrected cash book bank balance. And this seems to be 4480, which is an overdraft. Okay, so now people, first thing is you have to update for your syllabus. You're going to update your cash book balance. Okay, update your cash book balance with all entries found in the bank statement which you didn't update in your cash book. For example, in your bank book, for example, direct debits. If you have, in other cases, standing instructions. In this case, a bounce check or dishonored check, bank charges, etc. Okay. You leave behind, do not touch unpresented checks. Do not touch uncredited deposits. So in a reconciliation, in a bank reconciliation, these unpresented checks and uncredited deposits will be the only two reconciling items that will reconcile from your updated cash book to your bank statement. However, I said it earlier on and I say it now. However, if you sometimes you find that there are errors made by a bank. If there's an error made by a bank, you do not, I repeat, update your bank book. Why? Because it's an error made by the bank. It's not your error. It's not the error of the business. So leave it alone. It will appear in the reconciling item, which in this case, in this question, it doesn't. Okay. So now when you do a bank rec, you will start with, let me move it up. I'm going to move it up. Yes. Cool. Okay. We're back. So now we will start with balance. Sorry. Okay. Balance. Just a minute. You start with balance per cash book record updated. Or you can write balance per bank updated. That's fine. In this case, it is 4480. And I like to tell my students to write this down, credit. This credit reminds you that you were dealing with an overdraft. Now, what do you do? Which do you add and which do you less? Okay, which do you write add and which do you write less? Okay, in order to get balance per bank statement. Okay, this part, It is not given to you, so you have to be able to figure it out. And this is a 4-mark question. Okay. So what I like to tell my students is this: try to understand this. You have unpresented checks. Unpresented checks means from our bank book or cash book, we have written out checks of 1290 to pay all your suppliers, let's say trade payables. Now, in the bank statement, this is a picture, but it helps you to think in your mind, the idea. I think this is how I have learned it. I've never tried to memorize whether what to add or minus. It's too complicated. So the point is, 1290 has gone out. And this 1290, you're dealing with an overdraft. So the more checks you've gone out to pay, it causes your overdraft balance to be bigger. But the checks are sitting in the pocket of the suppliers, and they have not come to claim it. So there's no one coming to claim it. Hence, when we compare the effect of the 1290, the overdraft balance in your bank statement is less, and the overdraft balance in your bank book is more. I'm now moving from more to less in terms of overdraft. Hence, I write less unpresented checks. What's that figure? 1290. Okay. If you write here less, then you don't have the bracket lah. The same thing. Let me use a different color. Okay, different color helps. You have uncredited deposits. Okay, you have customers who paid you the business 410. They are from your trade receivables, but because of the timing difference, maybe it's a day over the weekend, etc., or a long holiday, or timing differences. Definitely, it's a timing difference. Okay, so it doesn't appear here. The check the credits haven't appeared here. Because they do not appear here, your overdraft balance due to no 410 appearing is still high. Okay, whereas here the overdraft balance is reduced because of depositing the 410. Okay, you can play this video again. This is all I tell my students when you deal with overdraft. Think logically, and then in the exam situation you'll be fine. So therefore, the effect of the 410 is to cause your cash book, which have a smaller overdraft, to move to a bank statement, which is a bigger overdraft, because there's no 410. So small to big, you have to less. And hence, a small overdraft to a big overdraft, you have to add. Small add becomes big, 410. Okay, and this is uncredited deposits. Is it what they call it? Accredited deposits. And then you go 4480 plus 410 less 1290, and you get the balance exactly 3,600. Now, what happens? Is this debit or credit as per a bank statement? Very simple. This is credit. Obviously, this is debit. There you go. So the bank statement is saying that the business owes them, the bank, 3,600 on overdraft. But in our books, we think that it is 4,480, the overdraft. The difference is nobody is right or wrong. It's just timing differences due to uncredited deposits and unpresented checks. And usually in the next month, this will clear off. But of course, the next month, you have other reconciling items. Okay, so you can play this video again. Do follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Give us a like and share. It will really help us, encourage us to continue. I'll see you soon in the next video. All right. See you. Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.